So this true tale from the trenches is from a long time ago, and it's not really real estate related, but it is to create awareness. So I moved to Miami when I was 20, and we were looking for an apartment, and we find this place called Heatherwood, south of Miami, like going towards Homestead, but not quite that far. Apparently, we did not know that it was nicknamed Crackwood. Now, I end up getting a job at Tony Roma's close by, and as a waitress, and my boyfriend at the time was a chef. We only had one car down there, so he got a job on Key Largo, 45 minutes away, so he had to take the car. So I was only a mile away, so I would walk. Well, one time, it was Saturday night, I had to walk home after my shift at about 12:30. Well, I had this creepy feeling. I was actually being followed by a car. And so I walk past the Blockbuster, and they're getting ready to close. This was before cell phones. I used the payphone to call my boyfriend at the apartment, saying, hey, once you get to the apartment, come get me. Well, apparently he stopped with the guys after work and had some drinks and didn't get home for another hour and a half. So I'm sitting there outside the Blockbuster by the payphone, calling until he picks up, because they're closed. Granted, it's Miami, so the weather was comfortable, but the car was sitting on the side of the Blockbuster, waiting for me to continue walking. Thankfully, I didn't move. I was terrified. I didn't budge. Finally got a hold of my boyfriend. He came to get me, and that's when we drove past and saw that car still waiting there for me. So I'm glad I listened to my instincts and didn't have anything bad happen. Oh, I know the other thing. I called the police, and you know what they said? Ma'am, we're not a taxi service, right? I don't know if you remember my other story about when the cops pulled me over in Narragansett and they gave us a ride to our cottage. So Miami versus Rhode Island. I don't know, I kind of prefer the cops in Rhode Island. Do you have a true tale from the trenches? DM me and maybe I'll feature it on a future episode.